What up, guys? Today we are leveling up a Prestige 1 Bulwark, and right now it is level 1. This is a power sword that I am using because the Prestige perk I decided to choose was the Charge Attack Prestige perk. And I figured, hey, you know what? That's going to be a good weapon to pair with the Bulwark. I have no perks. This is what I ended up with after the operation. But Overcharge is definitely a nice prestige perk to pick. So when I jumped in this operation, I wasn't too sure what to expect. To be completely honest, I've been playing a lot on PC recently, and I haven't really played a lot of Bulwark. But when I do play Bulwark on console, I do feel a little bit more comfortable than playing Bulwark on PC. You know, the only real reason behind that is just how easy it is to just, you know, parry things on, you know, with a paddle. Practically with Bulwark, the same buttons that I use to aim is the same button I use to parry. Whereas on PC, basically the same button I use to go to the right is the same button I use to parry. You can see, yeah, you can see the discrepancy. When to aim as Bulwark is not nearly as required as going to the right. So sometimes, yeah, sometimes it can be a little, it's a skill issue if you can't parry on PC, I get that. But I can, I'm just, I'm just pointing out that it's a little bit easier on paddle for that reason. But yeah, this is Ruthless, we're level 1s, where we don't have really any prestige perks. I mean, we have Marksman, which is nice, so I do have a little bit of extra headshot damage. But yes, as soon as I jumped in this operation, level 1, in Ruthless, which is a pretty tough difficulty, at least for the majority of the player base, I was kind of thinking to myself after going into the Prestige grind from Heavy, I was just doing that and then jumped into Bulwark. I was kind of thinking to myself, man, playing with Bulwark, it just feels like the game is so much easier. And also, you can see that I am using the heavy bolt pistol with the Bulwark here as well. But I kind of want to talk about that in a different video because for now, I just really want to talk about the Prestige 1, level 1 Bulwark base. Because I just want to point out that I do think Banner, regardless of any perks that it has, I do think this is going to be one of the best classes to level up in Prestige. I genuinely think as long as you can parry as Bulwark, you are in a position to jump into any difficulty as long as you have a relic weapon and as long as you have a good teammate, which with the connection issues is kind of how people are kind of struggling to punch up in difficulties. Because trust me, we definitely could punch up in difficulty when we are running with relic weapons and a good team. And good classes. I just kind of wanted to point out that I think leveling with Bulwark is going to be incredibly easy because with Banner and with a fencing power sword, as you can see right there with that quad parry, with Banner, no matter what, basically I am in a position to get my armor back. So Banner is always useful and it can always be used to save myself and my team, I guess. But it really depends on, you know, if I have a team and how they are playing. Like right here we have a sniper who's keeping their distance, by the way. This sniper was very good. This sniper was able to keep their distance and pick off enemies that were kind of a little awkward for me and basically just let me mob, which was great. Yeah, me and the sniper played really well together. And I will say, as I'm making this video, I did play a lot more with the Bulwark. I do think Bulwark is my best class, and I do think Bulwark is my best class specifically when I play on PlayStation, which is it's a little bit of an unfortunate revelation for me because I do like playing on PC. I genuinely like playing with a mouse and keyboard when it comes to shooting more than playing with the paddle. However, with parrying and the sword and board gameplay, it's a lot easier to approach with paddle considering I do have an experience with playing Elden Ring. It's not like, I was playing Armored Core with mouse and keyboard, but with Elden Ring, which is the bulk of my time as far as, playing and making videos and everything, yeah, playing with paddle is definitely the most experience I have compared to mouse and keyboard. However, when I'm playing, like Call of Duty or something, sometimes I just play like 1 or 2 games of team deathmatch of that. I would rather use a mouse and keyboard, even though Call of Duty is a game people kind of want you to play with the paddle. But regardless, with Bulwark, I don't really have to care about my aim. I just need to hit the thing sometimes, especially with the heavy bolt pistol. As you can see, with the heavy bolt pistol against this zoanthrope, we were able to take that out, but I did have a sniper there to help me out, so. But yeah, the heavy bolt pistol, I will say, since I don't want to talk about it too much, I am liking it a lot with Bulwark. But this video was a better video to kind of highlight how strong Bulwark can be even without perks. Like, without even the, addition to the heavy bolt pistol, which is a buff, just straight up, the Bulwark can just survive moments with the banner, and we're gonna see that right here. This is Ruthless. That is a Ruthless Biovore. We are in a bad situation here. We are practically cornered by this Biovore. I definitely should have parried that. And then once I saw that, dude, look at my health right there. I'm getting absolutely eviscerated. I do drop the banner. I try to go for the stim, but at that point, I was just like, you know what? I don't even need the stim. We are riding this out with the Bulwark. I kept getting interrupted with it anyway. That Biovore was definitely piecing me up a bit. But yeah, I would definitely just figured, hey, you know what? We are going to get through this fight. We are killing that Biovore. We're definitely going to take out everything on the screen right now, because I need revenge for my health pool, which is kind of rough. But still, regardless of that situation, I do have a Guardian Relic here, so even if I go down, I can just do that. And I'm not too sure if we found the Gene Seed in this operation. Yeah, this is basically where I started to take it personal with the Biovore. Like, we could have just left here, but I was like, you know what? No, that was such a hit the Biovore just, like, gave me. I needed to give that back, which we did. Nice for the Emperor there. I'm at 1 health. Let's see how far I can get with 1 health here. And yeah, basically, as long as I had a Relic Fencing Power Sword and a Relic Heavy Bolt Pistol, I don't think a Bone Sword could really threaten me unless I, like, genuinely just make a mistake. If I'm playing if I'm playing the best I can, I'm pretty sure I can jump through Inferno without perks. Maybe on any difficulty. On Ruthless right here, it felt just a little bit too easy, which is, I won't say too easy. I did have a good teammate here. So we had some good team synergy here. Because yeah, the sniper was able to just play around the Bulwark. Basically he was able to keep his distance while I, took on the mobs, which is really nice. But yeah, some Bulwark sniper gameplay is always pretty interesting. We do have a tactical here, which kind of is the middle ground for our builds, which is kind of interesting. And yeah, I just think Bulwark and sniper play really well together, to be completely honest. But yeah, with no perks, level 1 on Ruthless Inferno, I have a Guardian Relic here and 2 stims. And keep in mind, I got hit once by the Biovore. And yeah, at this point, I'm just going to see how far I can go without using any heals. And now, can I say I'm super confident that I could jump into lethal without perks and complete it? I'm not super confident. I'm about like 65% confident, something like that. See, look, right there, all I need is the banner. I can get my armor back. Banner is just good, even without perks. As long as I hit these parries, I'm not too worried about it. I'll get the gun strikes. And who knows, maybe I'll run into an assault teammate one day when I have no perks, and they'll buff my gun strike damage to make this build even, like, insane. I will say, you know what, that scan right there was huge. That was a bot scan right there. Big twist, big cuts right there. Dude, the Power Sword is so good right now. Okay. I think it's obviously good because I'm getting a lot of nice fencing gun strikes with a really good weapon. But the overall, oh yeah, check this out. This is actually a pretty funny situation. I hit him back there, and I was like, yeah, let's hit that. Oh, also I thought there was a grenade thrown over there or something, but either way, we were able to bounce back and forth between those explosions there. But yeah, overall, I just think banner, Power Sword, gun strikes, do I really need anything else? do I really need anything else for lethal or absolute? Can I just jump into these operations? Oh, dude, look at that. Yeah, the spore mines were pretty rough. But yeah, here's pretty much when I started to have a lot of fun with this update. It is kind of weird that you can't join in operations that are currently being active. I think that is one of the connection issues that I'm dealing with currently. This was first day of the patch, but the session I was just having in the operations, I was getting full teams, but we weren't jumping into any operations where they were like, you know, it was kind of like in the middle of the operation, any active operations. But then even if somebody drops out, we weren't getting somebody filled in. So that is the bulk of the connection issues that I'm dealing with right now, but it is the day after, or maybe 2 days after patch or something. Oh no, it's been more than that. Oh my god. Yeah, let me clarify. This Bulwark video is coming out tomorrow, which is the 19th. So I really hope the connection issues by that time it's definitely cleared up. But yes, what I've been dealing with is I've not seen anybody join a game, but I've been able to join games with full teams. So I don't know. I do hope all these bugs and stuff get fixed as soon as possible. I definitely want to break down all the bugs that happen because I feel like a lot of us are just talking about the connection issues. I love how that Major just jumps off the ledge there. But yeah, I do have 2 Sims, 2 Guardian Relics. I am at 1. If anything grazes me, I go down here. But my armor just stays up. I'm able to get the Power Whirl right there. Also, Power Rake is very good. Oh yeah, I know I said the Power Sword is really good, but yeah, a lot of it is due to the fact that I have fencing and gun strikes. But if you can get overcharged that Prestige 1 perk, the Power Sword actually feels really good with that. Oh yeah, there I'm just getting some heals at the end. Just why not? That was a good run. That was a good run. Me and that sniper played really well together. And yes, I didn't even use a stim since I was hit by the Biobor. We were able to get through Ruthless, level 1, without any perks, without much trouble, which was really, really nice to see. And yeah, the Power Sword feels really, really good with that Prestige 1 perk, man. It does. Power Rake is really good. I'm not too sure if Power Whirl is considered a charge attack, but he does kind of charge up, so I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure that's like the main thing the perk is for, to be completely honest. I think Power Rake is very, very, very good because I do have the Power Sword perk for it. But yes, as you can see, that's a fair amount of melee damage, a fair amount of special kills. Level 1 Bulwark up to level 6. Purity of Purpose is going to carry me all the way to Prestige 4. It is so powerful.